Welcome to Laser Tag for Hire. Laser Tag for Hire is a division of Combat Sports Adventure Group. My name is Cassie and today I'll be demonstrating how easy it is to turn on and operate the Cobra phasers. But first, let me mention a few things. Please make sure you refer to the operations manual that's included in the package. It's advisable you fully understand all of the steps to ensure that your event is successful. Now, the phasers have been fully charged before you receive them. You can expect 12 to 15 hours of continual operation. However, if you're going to have a break for longer than 15 minutes, it's advisable you turn off the phasers to save battery. It's also important to do this before returning the equipment to us. Now, your kit contains 2 boxes, 5 red team Cobras and 5 green team Cobras. There are also 2 medic boxes, 1 for each team. As I said before, there is also a hard copy of the operations manual for you to have a look at. You'll also find 2 keys to operate the equipment and a whistle for you to keep. There is also a roll of tape for you to seal up the boxes for their return, and if you've nominated the courier return option, you'll find 2 address labels to affix to the boxes. First, put the key into the key switch and turn it clockwise. You'll hear it say Game Start or Mission Start. You will notice that the display screen is now on. Now remove the key. The phaser is now live and ready for action. Now that the phaser is in shooting mode, every time you pull the trigger you'll get some cool light and sound effects. So let's actually talk about how to use the Cobra phaser. We have 2 settings available on the Laser Tag for Hire Cobra phasers, and these are preset to your preference when you initially book the equipment. Easy mode is the sci-fi sounds such as this, and standard mode is the military or actual gun sound effects like this. On the back of your phasers is an LCD display screen. This screen shows all kinds of information that will help your players know at any time what their status is during the game. Let's have a look. On the top left is HP or your health points. Every time you get hit or tagged by an enemy player, you will lose 1 health point. 5 out of 5 indicates full health, while 0 out of 5 means you are deactivated. The next letter on the screen is C for charges or A for ammunition. This is of course how many shots or bullets you have. Whenever you pull the trigger, this number will go down because you are depleting your ammunition. When you run out of ammo, you'll hear a clicking sound. The phaser is now on empty and it's time to reload. If your phaser is set to easy mode, it will reload automatically in 4 seconds. Just wait and it will cycle on its own like this. If the phaser is on standard mode, just push the little red button on the left hand side of the phaser, and in 4 seconds you are reloaded. Remember though that even during that 4-second reload sequence you can still be hit by the opposing team, so get behind cover or the reload sequence will start again. The little black button to the right of the trigger toggles the phaser from fully automatic to single shot. The players can change this at any time during the game. The next line down shows T and D in the easy mode. T is how many tags this phaser has made against the opposing players. The D is how many times this phaser has successfully deactivated the opposing players. Every time you hit an opposing player, they are tagged.
Tagged.
On the 5th hit, they become deactivated.
Deactivated.
In standard mode, the military sound effects, you will see letters H for hits and K for kills. That shows how many hits or kills this phaser has made against the enemy. On the bottom line, we have A for accuracy expressed as a percentage, and S means how many times this phaser has respawned. The rest of the information is not required for your use today. When you pull the trigger, you are actually shooting ghost bullets, invisible pulses of infrared light. Think of a TV remote or a garage door opener, only bigger. The flash of light that you see at the front of the phaser is an effect that we call muzzle flash. The light is emitted by LED globes, not unlike a torchlight, like this. On top of each phaser is a scope. Use these to aim with. It improves accuracy and it helps to keep both eyes open. Turn on the scope to illuminate the red or green dot inside. Each player places the coloured headbands on their hats, and these aid in determining the teams. The headbands have 2 dome sensors attached to the phaser by a curly cord. Place the front sensor at the front of your hat and the rear sensor with the cord at the back of your hat. There is also a sensor built into the phaser here. These sensors are what you're aiming at when you're shooting. So line up that little dot in the scope with your enemy's sensors and pull the trigger. When you shoot an opposing player, the voice feedback system will tell you if you were successful or not. Your phaser will say tagged or casualty depending on the mode. When you have hit an opposing player the required 5 times, your phaser will say kill confirmed or deactivated, and that opposing player has been eliminated. Congratulations, you just scored a point for your team. When a player has been deactivated and you still try to shoot them, your phaser will say deactivated already or dead already.
Deactivated already.
Stop shooting them, move on to the next target. Laser Tag for Hire has included 2 medic boxes in your package. You'll notice that one is designated for each team, determined by the colour cross on the front and the side. Red is for red team and green is for green team. You turn them on the same as the phaser and then press the red button on the top to boot up. Place the medic box at the appropriate team base, preferably out of visual range of the enemy. Now when a player has been deactivated or killed, they must return back to this position and press the red button on top of the medic box. It helps to lean in close. When they do, the phaser will give the verbal cue, respawned or reactivated.
Reactivated.
The phaser is now alive again and can re-enter the game. The player can begin shooting. If the shooting sequence is not working or the player didn't hear the phaser say respawned, all they have to do is press that red button on top of the medic box again to make sure they are alive before re-entering the game. That's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching and let the adventure begin.